Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Total War Attila Western Roman Empire campaign. So we're picking back up with a new turn. It would appear that the Huns have not made a move yet. They're continuing just to besiege our town, but not actually, assault it or do anything else. We have a mission issued to assassinate a character. I don't know if I'll ever get around to that, but we'll see. So yes, Sirmium is under siege by at least one stack. I assume that these two are also within reinforcement range. Yes, so all three are currently part of that. Not a lot I can do about it at the moment. I have brought over another legion to support, and that will probably be enough to hold them off. If I... Oh, these guys are actually weaker than I was expecting. They've taken a bit of attrition. I don't know if I attack with this legion... We may have the upper hand, we may not. I might check that because I can't obviously just, let them continually besiege this. Eventually they'll starve us out if I wait too long. So patience is not going to win me much, if anything, here. But let's spend our money first. Let's make sure we have everything upgraded that can be or needs to be. Africa is doing pretty well here, actually. Public order is looking fantastic. Everything is built that needs to be built. It looks like we're pretty close to hitting that 7 population surplus that we need to unlock this as well. And then we'll finally build the marble quarry there. So we'll have access to marble. We have marble somewhere else as well, but I kind of screwed up and didn't build things properly. Over here, things are looking pretty good too. I guess that bathhouse is fine. I'll probably tear it down eventually once this is unlocked, but that'll probably be a long way off because this is going to take priority over it. So nothing to really worry about over there. You guys look to be doing okay. I could give you some more public order, but it doesn't look like you really need it. And in fact, when this is done, it will give them more public order too. So no major concerns here. Things are looking good there. Belgica. We do have some upgrades happening here because this is going to be one of our recruitment hubs. Given that it's on a border, also Colonia Agrippina is going to be very heavily garrisoned, and that's why that garrison quarter is being upgraded. I should probably upgrade this as well. Can we afford that food hit? I think we can, especially with this upgrading. So let's see. That will give me better cavalry, which is very tempting, but this will give me a better garrison. Well, slightly better garrison. It will give me one more legio than I would have had otherwise. I think I'll tentatively do that, but I might come back and cancel it if I find that I need that money more somewhere else. These all look to be okay. Yeah, this is one that I kind of screwed up. So I need to tear these down, and I thought I'd already done that. But I need to tear this down because maybe I made the same mistake somewhere else, but these need to get teared down. The bathhouse needs to be built over here. This should be a farm, and then the lead mine should be there. So a little bit of moving around in that province. Over here, let's see. That's okay. Camulodunum really should have some sort of additional garrison because that is always a threat to be attacked from the Saxon shore. So I should probably tear this down eventually and rebuild it here, but that's a long way off, so I'm not going to worry about it now. You guys are doing pretty well, it looks like. Lots of food. I have a recruitment building here, but it's not really necessary. But, for now, whatever. Again, it's nice to at least have the basic stuff so that I can recruit Legio. I don't really need to go very far beyond that, though. Let's see, with you, if I have the funds, I might kick this up into a cavalry corral, because Dalmatia was famous for their cavalry, and so it would be nice to be able to recruit cavalry from there. And I'm thinking we may actually have access to, yeah, Equites Dalmate, which is what they would have been called. So we want to be able to recruit them from here. You guys are finally doing better. That's good. That is very good. I'm not going to concern myself with the rest of this. Everything looks okay. You know what? That might need to get upgraded just to boost the sanitation over here. We have enough food, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that'll be a problem. So we'll go ahead and do that. Attila is having some issues because we just got sacked. Yeah, this is the other place where I made kind of a blunder. So go ahead and start tearing that down. We'll rebuild the salt works here with another farm there. This is going to become our fountain. And if I need to, I'll upgrade. I don't know if I'll bother upgrading that, but the rest of this looks okay. The main issue here is the instability from being raided. Once that's gone, we'll be fine. And then we are suffering some squalor, but once this is rebuilt, that will be taken care of. These are all doing okay. Pannonia, however, is not. That's largely, I think, because of the siege, though. That and the immigration. I can't help the immigration, though. This being upgraded should help with the disease, which will improve the public order as well. Religious differences can't really be helped, so kind of just have to ride that one out. So I think I'll leave that alone. Actually, can I afford? I should have. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. They'll give me a slightly better garrison. They're easier to defend when they have good, you know, garrisons already there, so I don't need to worry about stationing troops. With you guys, you're on the border as well, and so building. You know what, though? You're kind of so far out there. I don't know if I'd ever have legions in this area unless they were actually actively fighting, so that may not be a pressing concern. You guys need to repair all of this, so let's get on that. Oh, that's apparently already repaired. Go ahead and repair that as well. And I'll upgrade this because why not? Food looks okay, but that may change, so I may need to upgrade this. I don't think I have enough money to do everything I want to do here. I might actually. Let's do that and that. And that leaves me with about 2,000, which is fine because we can spend that on troops. Still no desert legionaries, which is unfortunate because we need those guys pretty desperately. I can recruit Auxilia Palatina, but that's not going to help me. Let's see here. I'll grab another one of these guys. Again, I'm just taking them for later so that I can give them to this legion eventually and replace the mercenary ones. Still none of them down here either. I'm trying to stock up because they're kind of hard to come by. But they're the closest thing to Legio that we can get in the desert. And of course they're immune to desert attrition, which is very, very helpful. So with that taken care of, I think what I'll do is I will take this legion here and I will take them out of fortify stance and I will attack here. And they apparently don't want that fight, so we've broken off the siege. You cannot refortify, unfortunately, so I'm gonna move you back around there and hopefully that puts you out of their reach. We'll see though. And let's see, with you, not much you can do there. I could repair this stuff, but I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Because they can just, you know, re-besiege it. But I'll go ahead and do it anyways, even though it'll probably end up being a waste of money. Let's see, faction stuff. Anybody need to be moved around? Do you not have an office right now? It would appear that you don't, so let's make you a master of soldiers. I think the rest of you are kind of log-jammed at the moment because there's just too many people in too few offices. Yeah, he needs a promotion, but there's really nowhere to put him. You know what? Let's do this. So, Appius Odo, cancel that. Yeah, cancel. And then, where were you? Firmius, let's promote you. Appius is going to take your spot as a military count next turn. And that should... Oh, wow, you guys need to get moved around, too. You especially. So, Firmius... You know what, Firmius? You're actually going to cancel. I need to move Gaius, because he has a lot of influence. Oh, he can't yet. Never mind. You can't either, so it's going to be Firmius then. Okay, well that works. Everybody's loyalty is looking pretty solid though, which is good. Because I don't have a ton of influence to spend on keeping them in line. But I don't think we have anything lower than 6, which is fine by me. Let's see. Marnus, I really want you to become Master of Offices, and it looks like all we're waiting for is a level up from you. Titus Pullo, you don't have enough influence to get your position back, which is unfortunate, but I want him to be a Supreme Commander. And that's all I have in terms of my people. Marnus, with all that influence, I think I'm going to try to find you a wife, because I think you only need, 27 to get into these. You should be able to make that back no problem. So yeah, let's try to get you married and have you make some children or something. Make some heirs for me. And the Emperor is slowly regaining his influence. Our power needs to get pushed up a bit though. So I think once he has enough influence, I'm going to adopt somebody else, and that should boost our power a little bit and hopefully get us back to balanced. We'll check diplomacy. Alawans still hate my guts. Bastarnians are coming around, actually. That's kind of surprising, but I'll take it. We're already trading with them, and we already have a non-aggression pact, so that's cool. Dacians and Eastern Romans are friends. The Abdanians don't like me, but we are making some money off of them, and that's just as good as having friends. Eventually, I'd like to turn them into a puppet state. Our legion up in Britannia is tied up at the moment. They're kind of holding off the picks, but eventually I'd like to come over here and subjugate them. We'll throw a bunch of money at them and, eventually have them like this so they don't turn on us. Let's see, the Egyptians slowly improving. Once they are a little bit friendlier, we'll try to set up some relations with them. And the Franks are deteriorating, although we did manage to convert them. So I'm not sure why it's deteriorating, but eventually that should turn around because they've got a lot of reasons to be friends with us. And then my goal from there is to eventually establish some sort of alliance and have them conquer Frisia, and maybe just wipe out all the Scandinavian factions as well. We'll see. But I'd like them to be a nice buffer for us and a pretty powerful ally. Or I guess if I was feeling kind of ballsy, I could try to subjugate them too. The problem is I'd have to get rid of the non-aggression pact, and that would hurt our relations with them and make it harder to convert them back over. How are you guys doing? Still improving. That's good. Hopefully the trade agreement will carry us most of the way, and I don't need to throw any more money at them. Doing good there, although that is falling off. They're actually liking me more, so I'll offer them a non-aggression pact. No? Okay, well, that's fine. Macedonians are my allies. I'm going to offer them military access. Actually, Agunthis, I like having you around, so I'm not going to get rid of you. Because she actually gains... Oh, they're not having it. Okay, never mind. She actually gains influence fairly quickly, and so she's a nice character to be able to utilize. So I don't want to marry her off and lose her. Non-aggression pacts here would be nice, but I don't think they have been very receptive to those thus far. Yeah, no such luck.
Come, my friend, speak.
Not having it. I keep checking the arranged marriages because I'm really trying to find Marnus one that I don't have to spend influence for, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get one, so I was just hoping that maybe I could cancel that if I found somebody else, but it doesn't appear that I'll be able to. So I think we've done about all we can do. We chase the Huns off for the time being. The only way they can cross into our territory is through the little land bridge there across the river, so they have to come from here. And I'll do my best to prevent them, but I don't think they'll be able to get to any of our villages. Just Sirmium, so we'll see what happens, but they may very well come and attack this legion now that it's not fortified, so that may end up being a mistake on our part, but we'll see. They didn't seem interested in fighting us, though. Let's go ahead and advance. Oh, we got a bunch of level ups. So, Vindonius, one of our governors, that'll give us free food and replenishment. That will lower construction costs, so let's do that as well. And what's that doing? It's giving us wealth from immigration. That's nice. Lucius Ambustus. You are a general who doesn't have any of these. So at the very least I should give you something that boosts research rate. You have some cavalry? I guess this wouldn't hurt then. Go ahead and grab that. And recruitment costs for ranged infantry. I'll do that because eventually you're going to need to replace those archers with Ballistari, so that works out. Oh, I forgot to spend your points. Let's do that and that. We got one more. It's our priest. So let's see. Spread religion would be useful, and inspire populace would be useful. And then we can assign governors. I don't think I have enough money to actually do that, though. Nor do I want to have to manage any more characters, so that's okay. Okay, so apparently one of the Hunnic agents is encouraging dissent among our people. We'll have to try to deal with him eventually. Firmius Figulus needs to... I thought we just gave him a new office. I don't think we need to reappoint him. We also have a matter of state. Promising young gladiator who is expected to make a name for himself is up against a tough opponent. Here to place a bet. Think about it. Office secured. Yeah, Firmius Figulus has a new appointment. Marinus found himself a wife. That's good. I wish he would show me the character, but whatever. Let's see, that's been demolished, and that's been demolished. Let's go to those, make sure we get them properly outfitted here. So that needs to get torn down, and then next turn I'll go ahead and open this up. But for now, that's fine as is. Let's see. This one is the other one we need to deal with. Down in Italy. So that should be fields, and this should be salt deposit. And this should get upgraded. There we go. So that issue is all taken care of now. I think I'm gonna upgrade you, because food here is a bit of an issue. We have enough food to offset any, deficits, but Rome takes a lot of food, and I'd like this province, I'd like all my provinces really to be self-sufficient. So, we'll continue to work on that. That is the main source of their public order issues, by the way. Instability as well, but that's, falling off. It's not a big deal. And once these are rebuilt, that will give us quite a bit of food too. I'm tempted to upgrade that, but that will cost us an additional 10 food. You know what? Screw it. Just go for it. 10 in the grand scheme of things is nothing, because Rome is using like 150. Yeah. So, drop in the bucket, really. Alright, so which provinces are having issues? Italia. You guys are still having issues. Why is this? I thought I demolished that. I'm pretty confident that I queued up a lot of these things for demolishing and it didn't save. So that's kind of concerning, to be honest, but I don't think it could be helped. I'll keep an eye on it though, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I tried to demolish that and turn it into a public order building and it just sort of ignored it. But we're working on it. Let's see, mercenaries, still none available. No good ones anyways. You know what, take the archer since you're not at 4 range units. So that, yeah, I like to have like 4 of archer, slinger, whatever. We apparently were only able to get 3 slingers, so we'll take an archer even though I don't really like them. You guys will continue to grab spearmen because apparently that's all they can train right there. I'm only going to take 1 more because I'm trying to shoot for 4 in each army, so I don't need more than 8 there because I'm only going to need 4 over here and 4 over there. But I'm wondering, Makomadis, what does your garrison look like? It's a bit beat up, and it's just the minimum 4. This army cannot be all that strong. So potentially, I should be able to knock them out right now. I've got 17 units. You know what? Scoot past the border there. I'm curious if they have different... No, they don't. It's the same province, so it shouldn't, but... I don't know. I was curious. Go ahead and besiege it, and we'll see what this looks like. Oh, okay. I think I'm just going to auto-resolve this one. That's a pretty easy victory, and we'll wipe these guys out. Well, you know what? Encircle them first, because I need to kind of have a look. So, they don't have any other territory, do they? No, this is just a straight-up rebel. This is just rebel held. I would like the Garamantians to actually take that. That was the whole point of subjugating them. But we'll see if they're actually able to do it. They might need my help in that regard, so we'll probably wait. But let's go ahead and knock this out. And we'll start trying to get the public order here back in line. So auto-resolve that. We'll do balanced as always. Down they go. That faction is destroyed. Casualties weren't too bad there. I will occupy it. And Makomades is back in Roman hands. Let's go ahead and get Gaius Basilis upgraded. Okay. Let's see. Cunning. I don't think you necessarily need cunning. That'll give you melee defense, as would have that. Food and replenishment. Replenishment would be nice. I'm trying to go for like fatigue rate, so I'll have to spend at least 3 more points there before I can get it. And you guys will level up. Sitting there, it looks like we are going to have a rebellion on the next turn. So hopefully it doesn't happen all the way over here, as it will probably do, because it's going to take me forever to get over there. But we'll see. And then I don't know that we really have any other moves to make. They are raiding us currently. So let's put you... where can I put you? Where can I put you? Not over there. I'm thinking like here. Well, let's be very cautious about our moves, because I don't want to prevent them from being able to fortify. So if you set up there, go ahead and do that, and good, okay. That works. That works just fine. Can you recruit here? You can. Why can't they? Oh, because it's full, right. So let's get rid of you two first. Disband them. And I think I'll do this 2 at a time, just to ensure that I don't get, like, attacked or something before I'm able to do it. And I might do it here as well. You know what? Let's get rid of a Legio. Go ahead and recruit a Ballistari as well. And I'm wondering if I can squeeze in one more. You know what? Here, let's do this. Get rid of Auxilia Palatina. Can I recruit another Ballistari? I can. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And in the meantime, I think I'm going to get rid of... I'm kind of tempted to ditch the Madiari. I think I will. Let's get rid of one of them. And in its place, I'm going to grab these mercenary pikes. So I'm kind of retooling these armies very carefully so that if they decide to attack, I'm not completely devoid of troops. But at the same time, I'd rather have the Ballistari than the archers or whatever I have if we're going to end up fighting them. So I'll do it very, very cautiously and see how that works. But they'll probably attack me now that I am trying to recruit. So that may end up backfiring. Up in the north here, you're looking pretty solid. You also have the ability to recruit Ballistari. So let's get rid of all the Funditores. I'm not going to be as cautious with this one because there's really no threat to me up here. And just do 4 Ballistari. And then, what else do you have access to? Not much, really. Yeah, not much. So, we'll probably stick with what we've got unless there's, like, really good mercenary cavalry or something. Those guys are a bit expensive for my taste. These guys, however, wouldn't be too bad. I think you're pretty much garbage, so let's get rid of you. And I'll take them. And that should make them a pretty decent force. We're actually not at war with the Picts, so maybe I should go after the Abdanians first. The problem is they've got a lot of troops built up because they've been at peace for so long, so that'll give us issues. And I can't really move you off of that point because the second I leave this area, I guarantee some of our enemies over here are going to sail over and attack us. Because that's what the AI likes to do. Are the Alamans Christian yet? That's something I hadn't really thought about. No, they're still pagan. They're hanging in there as pagan. But I think it's only a matter of time before they convert. Because I think Latin Christianity is the majority there now. Ballistarians continuing to improve. Dacians. Wow, the Dacians really like me. I wonder if I can make them a puppet state. They like me that much.
Your words will
Low.
find an attentive audience.
No, okay. Well, it was worth a try. I don't mind having them as just like friends though. Because they're, so far they've been probably our best ally. They actually rode to our defense against the Huns on a few occasions. In fact, do you think you'd be willing to go help break that? No? Why won't it allow me to issue that order? I'm not sure. But it's not that big a deal. The Eastern Romans are really falling apart, as you can see here. They probably should have just abandoned Africa and tried to hold, you know, Turkey here, but they seem to be losing a lot of ground to the Sassanids. And I don't know that they're going to be able to really stop that at this point. They've also pretty much abandoned all of their holdings in, I guess you would call this continental Europe. But I would kind of like to try to steal Constantinople from them, if I can, to complete Thracia. I don't know if that'll be possible, but we'll see. I'm not going to attack them for it, obviously, but if I could get it to maybe rebel and get taken and then take it before they take it back. Franks deteriorating more. That's a bit concerning. I'm not sure why it's falling off that much.
There's a good pork roasting for you.
Not having that. I don't think they want a defensive alliance, no. How much for a gift? 2,000. I have enough. I'm going to throw them a gift. I just want to make sure our relations keep heading in the right direction and not the wrong direction. That didn't get us very far. If anything, that just kind of held it in place. How are you guys doing? Oh, that's fallen off again. That's bad. I probably should have saved enough money to give them a gift too. I could arrange a marriage with them, but I don't want to do that again. I don't want to send her off. I could offer them a gift too. Let's go ahead and do that. I thought for sure once we got that trade, things would even out with them, but it doesn't appear to be the case. So hopefully the military actions and stuff go away sooner rather than later. Macedonia. Not a whole lot else for us to do here. Those are remaining neutral. That one's continuing to deteriorate. Yeah, nothing really doing there. Alright, so let's go ahead and end our turn. Oh, actually, no, we need to jump into here real quick. So, what are you on about? Bet on the gladiator. Bet against the gladiator. While young, this fighter shows great promise. Perhaps it's time he is given an opportunity. Let's see. I'll bet on him. Why not? We can bet against him, but I'll bet on him. Probably end up costing me, but whatever. And then let's make sure that everybody has appointments. I know a couple of people had their terms in office end. I'm not too worried about you. I'll leave you be. Appius Odo was going to become a military count, so let's do that. And I don't think... Yeah, we don't have anywhere to put anybody else, so it's kind of irrelevant. I wish you would... How far are you from leveling up? Pretty damn far. Yeah, that's going to be a while. That's a shame, but once he levels up, I'll make him Master of Office. Master of Offices. And you are actually really falling off in terms of loyalty. That's concerning. Let's see. Who has the most influence? You don't even have enough to do it. Is your wife any good, by the way? She's efficient, so... It doesn't really benefit... Well, he gets authority and cunning from her, but he doesn't get any additional influence from her. Which is a shame, but at least he's married now. You are almost old enough to marry. Actually, that's what I can do. Rather than adopting somebody, I can wait until she has enough influence to marry and then have her marry one of our younger generals or something. That would be ideal. Okay, you have 64 influence. I'm going to spend that on securing your husband's loyalty. Because even if you fail, you should have enough influence to do whatever you need to do to still get it. Hopefully we don't have to, like, make him a eunuch or blind him or anything. That would really suck. I'd probably abandon it if I had to do that, but I can't really afford to do it very often. So, you know what? I thought we'd have more time, but we don't. So I'm going to end it here, and I will go ahead and advance the turn between episodes. We do still have some money, so I'll see if I can find anywhere to spend that to really help us out. But most of our legions are actually looking pretty strong here. You are fortified, right? Can you train? No. So eventually I'll need to rotate them out so that I can get Ballistari here. I should also give them some artillery probably, and pikes would be nice. So what I might do is switch them here, because these guys can recruit pikes, I think. Yeah, they have access to the MacLeod pikes. And if they head north, they can get Ballistari. Meanwhile, this should be enough to keep people from attacking Colonia Agrippina, because the garrison here is okay. It's actually bigger than average. And next turn it'll be even better than that, so we should be alright there. Anywho, you know what? Should we do that right now? How far can you move on a force march? Not quite there. Huh. I'm reluctant to sail them in, especially on a force march, because if there's any enemies sitting right here, I'm basically just assuming that the Geats have a bunch of ships ready to attack me whenever I let my guard down. So, go this way, and when they get there, or just next turn, I'll have them swap, and these guys are going to come here, recruit pikemen, get rid of some of their Auxilia Palatina. We'll keep 2 again for the end caps, but we'll ditch 2, probably get rid of a Legio as well in one of these cavalry units, and then replace or add 4 pikes, and then replace all of these guys with Ballistari, and that'll be like our ideal army composition there. Although obviously we'd want better cavalry, but these are good enough, although we're paying a bit too much for them, but that can't be helped right now. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Total War Attila with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.